Howdy, I'm Olivia.
And I am Julia.
Yeah, this is Silver Screeners. That's so crazy. We
Woo!
get to say that now. Feels
Feels
good.
right.
Feels right. Um, so Sunrise on the Reaping came out, and we were talking, and we were like, "Oh, remember those really bad fan casts back in the day?" We were like, "We have to talk about it."
Yeah, I'm a part of the I was a part of the Percy Jackson fandom. I can survive any fan cast that can be
Oh,
thrown at me.
Oh yeah, because I remember because I wasn't in the fandom in the Hunger Games fandom, I guess, before the movie came or before the movie was shot, so I couldn't really be a part of the fan casts then. But I remember the Finnick fan casts and the Joanna fan casts and stuff. So
Yeah, I want to mention one fan cast that I sent to Olivia, and Olivia's reaction to it was so funny. So, for
I don't even
context,
remember. I don't even remember what
for
we're talking about.
context, I was doing research for this video and I was on call with Olivia and someone else, and someone fan casted Sebastian Stan as Finnick. And then Olivia looked at it and goes, he he didn't even get to that age or something like that. And it was like, whoa. And
Okay,
you're like,
okay. Before I look bad here, I love both Sebastian Stan and Finnick O'Dare. I didn't mean it in an offensive
no, it was just funny
way.
because of Finnick. Like your comment about like he didn't even make it to that age.
Unfortunate, and I said it sadly. I said it sadly. I didn't say it like in like a snarky way. Truly, he didn't. Well, he didn't. Unfortunately, love you, Finnick. Big ups. My God. Yeah, that was yeah. I'm shocked because you also sent me another one today. Before this, that was Sebastian Stan for Sunrise.
Oh my god, where people want him to play Plutarch.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of insane. Who jumps
I
to that conclusion?
Here's
It's
the
kind
thing,
of
I don't
crazy.
know. I don't know. And also in addition, I don't know how old. That's the thing with the Hunger Games books and movies. I don't know how old anyone is anymore.
Nope, unless it is explicitly said, and it's usually just the kids who are
Yeah.
explicitly said. I don't know, but yeah, that's kind of crazy. And I haven't gotten there in the book yet, so I can't say whether he'd be good or not. But I do love me some Sebastian Stan. So anything that we can stick him in, I'm like, yeah.
He he's just in the background.
But we today just want to talk about some wild fan casts that we've been seeing, or that we have seen, or that we remember, because we were both heavily involved in the fandom as young people. So
Yeah. There's some like ones that when I was looking through like the archives, I was like, "Oh, I remember people talking about this."
I saw one. This person was right on the money. I saw one. It was from like 2010, and it was like, and they had Jennifer Lawrence in the lineup,
Mhm.
and then they had Josh Hutcherson in the lineup, and they also had Josh Hutcherson as
As
Gale.
Dale. Yeah, I saw the same exact one. And I think it was because her betrayal, I mean, I haven't seen this movie, but Winter's Bone, I guess, was
Yeah,
very
it's good.
popular and similar to Hunger Games, and I think that's why
I don't know
people were
about
like,
similar. But it was good, but it's a good movie.
yeah.
She's just great.
There were a lot of fan casts where I was going through it and I was like, did they actually like get it? Or like did they like edit it later being like, oh, I was
That's
kind
what
of
I'm saying. Yeah, with that one I was suspicious, but what I thought was funny, because we probably saw the same exact article, but um, it was they had Stanley Tucci, but he was
Cinna.
Cinna, and that kind of eats.
Yeah, kind of
That kind of eats.
it kind of eats. I mean, I love Lenny Kravitz, don't
Oh
get me
my
wrong.
god,
I think
yeah.
he's great in that role. Um, and Stanley Tucci, I cannot imagine anyone else playing that character besides him.
Oh yeah.
Um,
He like
but
made it his own
mhm.
to the point to where like I hear the music and I think about him. Like sometimes I hear the music from Hunger Games and I'm like thinking of a couple different things. No. I hear the music. You know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I'm seeing Stanley Tucci in my mind's eye.
Mhm.
Wild fan casts that you
Yeah,
saw.
I saw someone fan cast Eric Stone Street from Modern Family as President Snow.
Wait,
I
that's
don't
crazy. He's
is
Cam, right?
Oh, Cameron is okay. Yeah, it's Cameron.
That's insane. As
I
President
know.
Snow?
Yeah.
I mean, he's so good because I've seen him in other things other than Modern Family, and he's so good. But what? What are we talking about?
Also, like this fan cast was this fan cast was made, Modern Family was still going on. So it's not like someone was like, "Oh, he's a little older now. He can probably play President Snow." No,
I
this
don't
is like
even
in
think
his
he could do
prime.
it now.
I don't think so
I mean,
either.
I do love him, and he's very talented, and I like Modern Family a lot. But
I see him more as like a Caesar Flick, like if someone was Caesar Flickerman
that'd be
or like
that'd be sick.
um the other interviewer guy that they never it's Toby Jones. He's
Oh
in
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah.
something like that, like a capital person, I can get behind that. But President Snow,
Yeah, that's yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, the other one I saw for President Snow that I was kind of like maybe, but this one would be weird. Steve Buscemi. I can see it, but I also am like,
Yeah, this is. I mean, President Snow's so hard to cast. So, huh? I'm trying to do the mental gymnastics to figure out how they got to that place, and I can't
to
even.
Steve Buscemi or
No, 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 no. To Cam from Modern Family.
I love
Oh
him.
my gosh, have you been see? Did you see the all the Robert Downey Jr.?
I saw so many
So
Hamish
many.
Abernathy, Robert Downey Juniors.
Yes, and I'm like, it kind of eats. It kind of eats.
Yeah,
It's kind of like when I think about it, like on a bare bones level, I'm like, no. But then I think about it deeper, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of good.
yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of I don't know her name. What is her name from the Percy Jackson movies?
Alexander Daddario.
No. Who's the not from Percy Jackson? Oh my gosh, my brain just did like a whole reset. What is she from?
I
Cuz
don't
now
know.
I'm in my head I literally replaced Alexandra with this woman until you said that and I was like, that's not her. What's her name? Oh my gosh. What is she in? She's in
You're
something else dystopian or like
you're
young
having a
adult.
conversation with yourself, so I cannot.
I know. I'm
Uh,
sorry.
is it Shane Lee Woodley?
No. I'd know her. I'd know her name. I'd know her name.
Uh,
From Maze Runner.
oh,
Kaya
Kaya. Yeah,
Sc- Scodelario?
she was a big fan cast for a lot of things.
Yes, for Katniss. A lot of her
A
for
lot of her.
Katniss. And I don't know what else she's been in. Oh,
She was in
besides Skins. Um,
Skins.
yeah, besides Skins and Maze Runner. Uh,
I think
and
it,
I have watched Maze Runner and I haven't watched Skins. So I'm like, I don't know. I can't judge whether she would be good or not, but I feel like what they did is they searched up like brunette on Pinterest and picked the first person who came up. And
exactly.
since it was like 2013, she was the first person that was going to come up
Yeah,
for, I guess,
it's between
2011.
it's between her and that one girl. Oh my god, what's that picture? If I show it, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, oh my gosh, Emily Rudd. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's good and stuff.
she is good and stuff. And
But at the
that's
time, I don't ever remember her being an actress. I remember seeing her
no.
everywhere, but I just remember her being like a model.
Yeah, no. That's what the funny thing is because I watched Fear Street and then I know people who watch live action One Piece and I
Right.
was like, "Wait a minute. She's the Tumblr girl?" And
She's
I
the
just didn't
Tumblr girl.
I
Yes,
was
because
like
that's what I called her whenever I watched Fear Street. I was like, the Tumblr girl. I was like the girl that everybody used for fan fiction. Yes, Emily Rudd. She's great.
Yeah.
Um, um,
You know who I also saw as Katniss a lot?
who?
I saw Elliot Page a lot as Katniss. Obviously, this is
Yes,
before he transitioned, but
yes.
I think he would be kind of a good PETA if he was like.
That's also true.
I think that would be great. Love
I
that
saw
for
a
him.
lot of just like generic boy as PETA, and that really disappointed me. I'm like,
Yeah,
guys,
no, guys, come on. PETA's more than that.
PETA
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, because I'm thinking about like the stuff that Josh Hutcherson had to do in Mockingjay Part 2, and I'm
Hmm.
like, y'all are about to throw in some like generic actor boy in that part. It's crazy.
Yeah, I saw a lot of Alex Befetifer, whatever the hell his name is.
Yes. Yeah, I
He
saw a lot of yeah, there weren't a lot of blonde boy actors at the time.
Yeah, and then also I know that someone was complaining about Josh Hutcherson's height and kind of like body build because PETA's supposed to be like, but I was
Meh.
like, I think the point of PETA is that he looks kind of smaller, like obviously, but he had muscles. Like you can kind of see that.
Yeah. You know who I saw? Um, and this obviously would have been at the time, but if we wanted a correct body type, PETA, Aaron Taylor Johnson, kind of ate that
I
up.
saw a lot of him.
That kind of Aaron Taylor Johnson's PETA, that's actually very good. I'll pat people on the back for that one. At the time, though, we didn't know. That's the thing is that some of these I'm like, oh, these people like never came back to acting or they don't really get roles anymore. And then some of these people are huge and are actually like very good actors, and he's one of them. Where at the
Yeah.
time, I knew him from like Angus Snogging the
Thongs and
Dog. Yeah,
perfect
yeah, yeah,
snug.
that one. Yeah, that movie. And that's all I knew him from.
Hmm.
And like now I'm like, he would have done a really good PETA given the chance.
Yeah, if given the chance.
If given the chance. Maybe he did have a chance and we just don't know it, but
The
he
world may never know.
the world may never know. I do remember I was a big fan of Josh Hutcherson as PETA though, because some movie he was in when he was younger and obviously when I was a kid, I had the biggest crush. And so I remember when he got cast as PETA, I was like, that's the kid that I liked in that movie.
I'm
And then I had a poster on my wall of Josh Hutcherson that until I moved rooms in my old house, I had up. And I moved rooms when I was like going into high school. So
was it Bridge to Terabithia?
no,
Ah,
it was a movie where it's him and like a maybe oh gosh. Anyway,
no, no, it's on topic. It's Josh Hutcherson.
you're right, but it's not a fan cast. He was just
No,
cast.
he was. Well, speaking of PETA, also, because you're a fan of Glee, do you want to guess what Glee person
Who?
was fan
I
casted
don't
as
want to guess. I
PETA?
need you to tell me. I need you to tell me right now.
Cord Overstreet.
I okay. I okay, Sam is one of my favorite characters on Glee, so that kind of makes me I mean, I don't think that love you, Cord. Don't think you could have done that. Yeah, that one's interesting. I think we really were in a blonde boy shortage back in the
Yeah,
day
we
because there was
were.
only like the same like 5 people. You want to hear you want to hear one that I was hearing that's like insane for Gail?
Yes, go right ahead.
Tom Felton. Let's be for
I
real.
saw that.
Let's be so for real right now.
No.
No. No. And hey, I don't like Gail, but I don't know, you got to put somebody in there that's likable.
and they
At least a
no
little
offense.
bit. But another one that I was seeing was Ben Barnes, and I like that.
Okay, I can kind of see that.
I like that. You see, I know Ben Barnes from Punisher.
Well, see, I know him from Narnia, but I do know I have a lot of
Oh, right.
friends that
Totally
are
forgot.
but I know a lot of people like him in Shadow and Bone, and that kind of character I think is it's definitely not Gale, but I feel like the problem with Gale in the movies is that he's very blank. He's just like Liam Hemsworth just does not know how to give Gale complexity, and I think Ben Barnes could have done that.
Yeah, that's true. I think having Liam Hemsworth as Gale added to the dislikability.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
just kind of has a punchable face.
But also, in addition, he also add likability to some people because I know some people that like
Oh,
Gale
yes,
only
I
because of
was in
him.
heated arguments in 6th grade over Team Gale and Team PETA, and I'm like, if Liam Hemsworth wasn't Gale, you would not be on board.
And then my mom loves Gale, and I'm like,
My parents like Gale too.
what is it with like parents liking Gale? Because my mom
I
loves
don't
Gale,
get
my
it.
friend's mom loves Gale. It's like insane.
I don't get it. And I'm a
I don't
person
get
who
it.
read, obviously, we both read the books and watched the movies, and I don't like Gale in anything.
No, I don't either.
No, I don't hate him. I think there's a lot of people. Oh well, I don't hate him in the book. I do hate him in the movie.
Yeah, I think they give a lot of Suzanne Collins is very good with giving complexity to her characters. And I'm just gonna say I think obviously the books are much more in depth than the movies can give. And I think Gail is one of those characters that suffers from it.
I think something important that we need to say is the amount of white little girls that they put in place of Rue on these fan casts. Did we read the same book?
Yeah, it
Like,
literally
she
says
was
that she has
very
dark skin.
clearly a black girl.
And then
No? Like,
and then also in addition, people were also whitewashing Thresh too. I
I
saw a lot
don't
of those
get it.
too. I don't get it either.
They were literally physically described in the
Mhm.
book as dark skinned. Like, not even like a thing where they did with Katniss where it was like
Olive skin.
yeah, to where it's like I mean, that clearly means person of color, but we're going to just put a bunch of white people in here, and I can see
Exactly.
how you jumped to that. At least with that, I'm like, I can see how you jumped to it. Is it acceptable? No, but I can see how you jumped
Yeah,
to
no,
it.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. No, I want Katniss to be a woman of color.
Because she
If
is.
because
I
she
mean,
is.
when I
Yeah.
was, yeah, doing that for Rue or Thresh, crazy. They were described as dark skinned. I'm so
Mhm.
confused. There's a really good video essay,
I
and
need to watch it. I
I'm
think
gonna
I know which one you're
plug
talking
them.
about.
Yeah, it's called "The Day Rue Became Black"
Yep,
by
I've seen
Yara
that
Zaid.
like in my recommended.
Yes, I recommend people go watch that because it's a really good, and also that creator is just like awesome.
Mhm.
I watch a lot of their stuff. I saw a lot of Elle Fanning as Rue. That's crazy. Yeah, yeah. I also saw a lot of Elle Fanning as Prim. More
Yeah,
fitting. But
I
I
saw
think she
that
was a
too.
little too old at the time.
Mhm. I think so too.
In 2009, she was Coraline, right?
I think her sister was Coraline.
Oh, I mean, here's the thing is that when I was younger, I guess me and Amandala looked quite similar. So I was called Rue for the entirety of the rest of elementary school. I grew up in a predominantly white place. Um, so I was definitely, yeah, I was called Rue for a long time. And I get it when it's like family because because I had a cousin who got extremely emotionally triggered by Rue's death because yeah, so that was rough. But
Mhm.
yeah, a little strange that I had a bunch of people at my school calling me just straight up calling me Rue. But I mean, I guess flattering because that's an important character. Yeah, a little weird. I'm like, maybe I should have gone in. Maybe I should have been cast as I'm the same age as Amandla, so I think.
Well, if you got Rue, then you would be in other. I'm trying to in other Amanda. You could have
No,
been in Bodies, man.
that's true, but there's the one that she did that I don't want to
Oh
be a
God,
part of.
no!
Yeah, the love
About
story
that.
that I would not have wanted to be in.
You know who was another PETA fan cast?
Who? Who?
Sterling Knight from Sunny of the Jans. And then the thing that made me start thinking about it, I was like, Shane Topp is
Shane
PETA.
Topp as Peatable. Our brains. Our
He's
brains. What I keep seeing though is people being like, "Ah, if only Shane were younger, he could go in for Hey Mitch."
guys, I love Shane. He's a PETA.
He's a PETA. I think he could do a good Hey Mitch.
I think he could too.
I don't know. Although we here are Shane Topp fans, so we just might be might be
Maybe just be biased.
giving him a lot of grace here. But I don't know. Maybe that's
Angela
a
should
thought.
be Effie.
Angela. Oh my gosh, I need an entire Hunger Games recast. It's just all the Smosh people. Courtney as Effie. Think about it, digest it. Yeah.
And then Amanda as Katniss.
And you're right. And you're right. And that's correct. This
Smosh
is
hear us,
insane.
please.
Yeah, Smosh. Smosh do an entire recap. We could do an entire video about casting Smosh as Hunger Games.
Do you want to go into the crickets that you've heard about?
Yeah,
People are
I'll talk
fan
about
casting
that.
for Haymitch for Sunrise on the Reaping.
Yes, yeah. So this
Shane
is for
Topp.
people who don't know. This is the new book that came out, and we are focusing on younger Haymitch. And there's been no casting. I mean, there's been no. They haven't. They came out recently and said that they are looking still, which is crazy because I'm pretty sure the movie's supposed to come out next year.
Yeah, and they also, I think they're supposed to start filming in May, I think. Might be
Yeah,
wrong
that's
about that.
crazy. The
But
whispers
like,
I'm hearing are Mike Feist,
mm-hmm.
which okay.
I don't see him as Haymitch. I have
I
seen people say
I think he
Plutarch.
could do it though. I think he could do it is the thing. I think that like I don't know, like I think with actors, I think I'm always like I think of you as something and I'm only going to think of you as the couple of things that I've seen you as. But I think you could possibly have the range to do another thing and that's why I'm like I think he could do it. But I'm
Yeah.
also hearing, which I prefer, Fred Hershinger. Hershinger?
I saw that and I was like, people are onto something.
That's good, right?
Yeah, he would
That's
do a
good.
really good job.
Right?
Cause like even with like, I mean, I know that you know him from Gladiator 2 and Fear Street, but I only know him from Fear Street. But like him in Fear Street,
Oh yeah.
he looks like Haymitch.
Yeah.
Like with the blonde hair and the
Yes, the
he could do
nose
it.
too. If we're talking like Woody Harrelson like comparisons here,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, he would kill it. And he's on a roll right now. Like he is in Lucky Man.
Yes, he is. And then he's also he's gonna be in the Finn Wolfhard
Yeah.
horror film.
Yeah.
Maybe
That
he'll stay alive this time. Fingers
maybe.
crossed.
Oh my gosh, I was devastated when he died in Fear Street. He was my favorite.
No, I loved
Um
him in Fear Street.
I loved him. Yeah, he's so good though. I think he would kill it. I hope it's him.
I think both of those
Hunger Games
actors would do a good
casting,
job.
hear us now. The Hunger Games casting people are very good at finding lesser known actors. So I honestly wouldn't be mad if it was just a no name.
Me too. I think
Gimme
that's also
gimme a no name because we don't get that anymore. And I am so sick of seeing the same people over and over and over. Like, just give me somebody I don't know.
yeah, and I'm gonna because I don't think Tom Blythe, who played young Snow, was really well known when he played,
No, yeah.
and he was
He
so
blew up.
good.
Yeah, yeah, Tom Blythe. Yeah, do you remember any fan casts during that time? I remember a big one that I kind of like for Lucy Gray
And
that I remember going around at the time is Taylor Russell.
people are fan casting her as Lenore
See, get
Haymitch's
her in
girlfriend.
there because I remember people being like Taylor Russell is Lucy Gray, and I was like, that's good,
Mhm.
but that would be good.
Mhm. Yeah, I've seen a lot of her for her, and then
I
um
love Taylor Russell too because she's so good.
she's so good. The other fan cast I've seen for Sunrise on the Reaping for Macely Donner is, oh my god, who Laura Lee in Yellow Jackets.
Oh, oh my gosh! You just brought back stuff I literally hadn't thought about since I first watched Yellow Jackets. Laura Lee is a name that I haven't.
It's been 84 years since I've heard that name, Laura Lee.
Yeah, no, for real. Man, remember when she blew up? I remember Laura Lee and Lottie being shipped. This has nothing to do with with
Speaking of Lottie, some people really want that actress to also play Lenore
Oh,
Dove.
I and Courtney Eaton is so amazing. She's so amazing. Oh my
She's so
gosh.
good.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe that's my bias for Lottie. I just really like the actress because I every time I'm like, I love Lottie, people look at me like I'm crazy. Another person that is sort of like the Laura Lee actress is the girl from Yellow Jackets who played Sam. Olivia Welch?
Oh, you mean in Fear Street?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Because I was like,
What did I say?
you said Yellow Jackets. That's why I was
Yeah, Laura
confused.
Lee in Yellow Jackets. She's like her, but Sam in Fear Street. I think I said it weird.
Oh, that was me being confused. I'm sorry.
No, I think that was me, but
No, but she would be good. She would be good.
yeah,
Mhm. I just need
she's
yeah. No, 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 go right ahead.
no, you're good.
Dude, I was literally all I was gonna say is Macely Donner is a lesbian in my heart, and I just need a gay person to play her. That's all I was gonna
That's
say.
so funny. But also, do you remember any? I want to know. Do you remember any other Snow fan
So
casts?
I'm
Because
gonna
he's
bring up.
so hard to
So here, okay,
cast.
there's two actors that I think should be casted in Sunrise on the Reaping, and I hate to be advocating for nepotism.
Oh,
However, Keither Sutherland
yeah,
needs to play President Snow in Sunrise on the Reaping. I know he
yeah,
can do it. I've seen him do it. I know he can act. This is not just because he's Donald Sutherland's son, but also he can do it. Um,
yeah. That'd be yeah.
he's
Who's
like
the other person?
another nepotism baby. Plutarch Heavensby, played by
Oh,
shit, what's his name?
oh, the actual actor or his son?
His son.
Oh, I don't know his name, but
It's
I
like
know Philip Seymour
Cooper
Hoffman.
Hoffman or something.
Um.
He's really good in Saturday Night.
Oh
I think he,
yeah, I was just about to say he was so good. Um, a big year for nepotism, baby, of people who died because in Daredevil, John Gandolfini's son,
yeah,
yeah, and I think he's pretty good
he's pretty good too.
in
I've
Daredevil.
seen other people fan cast him as Plutarch Heavensby, and I'm like, that would be
That's
good
pretty
too.
good. I saw somebody say, um, this was they were like if he missed the age because he was younger to be PETA, but if he but he can't do it now. So there's like a middle ground to where it's like he really needed to do it during this time, and it was Tom Holland.
I saw that. I saw a lot of Tom Holland as
I know, but
PETA.
he's just too young. He would have been too young at the time.
And
Because
also,
I mean, not if they cast a Katniss that was he would have been the appropriate age technically, but if they were to cast like Jennifer Lawrence, like that wouldn't have worked. It would have been weird. But
but I raise you. If Tom Holland plays PETA, Zendaya plays Katniss.
and now we're back. And we've come back now. Big supporter of anything that they do together.
Exactly.
I don't know. I nominate Fred Heshinger to play.
I think I'm on that train.
It.
Or like you said, Mike Feist. I think
Yeah,
he can do it.
I think those two are good. I'm gonna be shocked if they cast somebody who isn't a no name, honestly, or at least isn't as well known. Because like Rachel Zegler wasn't a no name, but like people didn't really know
Like
her.
she was in West Side Story by that time.
Well, so is Mike Feist.
So I know. Now no, I know he can do blonde because of Challengers.
Yeah, and hey, might just be me. He looks better blonde, and I'm not a blonde supporter.
Me too. I agree. I agree.
I am not a
I
blonde
think he
man
works the
supporter.
blonde.
And Hunger Games, though, they are really good at making me think that blonde men are attractive, and I never do. You know who I need to be in a Hunger Games movie? Just because it would make me happy, and it also I think it would lighten the mood a little bit. Rachel Sennett. I don't care who she is, put her in there. I'm not far enough into Sunrise on the Reaping to say who Rachel Sennett could be, but I just need her in there. Put her
She'll
in there.
find a way.
She'll find a way. Rachel Sennett, walk with me. Rachel Sennett as Joanna Mason.
She would do a really good job.
That's kind of good, right?
She can do it.
I honestly think she could.
No, I
like
do
no
think so
joke.
too.
I think that she would be that would kind of yeah. Are there any of them? We want to hear fan casts from you guys. Like genuinely, we need to hear.
We all need to collectively come together to plan out fan casts because we cannot let the people that are fan casting, no offense, Olivia Sebastian Stan as Plutarch Evans be the casting directors of this
Although
movie.
I'm gonna cheer for whatever he's in. So if it ends up happening, I'm gonna be like, yeah, you know what? Hell yeah. Subscribe. We have links down below. We also have a movie club. Yeah, movie club has started. So if you wanna join movie club, it's basically a book club, but it's for movies. We go through 4 movies a month, and this is the first month we're doing directorial debuts. Right, it'll pop up on the screen our list of movies here. Each of the week of these movies we're going to get on Discord. That link will be down below. If you want to join the Discord, we're going to have like live chats, polls, all a bunch of good stuff regarding each of the movies and discussions, of course, deep diving into each of the movies. Next video, we're gonna watch Gone Girl.
Woo! That's the only time anyone's gonna ever say woo to Gone Girl.
No, it's not. I say woo to Gone Girl all the time. So get excited for that. I've seen it. Julia hasn't, so it's gonna be like a half reaction, half commentary of Gone Girl. Can't wait for that. So hopefully we see you in the next one.
Bye.
All right. Goodbye.